I doubt anyone saw the post light. I brought one of my camping lanterns with me, and then I realized the way that I typically camp, my camping lantern would not be bright enough to help me with the camera. It would be bright enough to make it to where I could see my stuff around me, but not bright enough to actually help with the camera. We're here where we typically are, just waiting for my ride. They'll be here soon, and today I have been promised is going to truly be hell. Why people think that restaurants are just set for this shit, I don't know. Why you would want to eat at a restaurant that's just set for this shit, I don't know. But I've been guaranteed it's not a prank, so we do what we do for the joy of the game, right? Nah, there's a big, well, altogether it's going to be around 900 food items plus around little bitty items on the side, little side dishes, breakfast items, shit like that. Now, the reason it's so high, this isn't just one company, but it's 3 companies that are doing their whole, we care about you brunch. So they cater, that they care about you so much they go to a fast food restaurant to get your breakfast. And look, I'm not saying little things, y'all, little things. Honestly, my bosses typically cook for us in the kitchen because we got a kitchen when they want to say they're thankful for something. But it's like, for the record, it's also able, you could just give us bonuses and money, like nothing says as a corporation I appreciate your work like more money, because cakes and things like that are nice, but what's real helpful is being able to pay all the rent and then the electric bill. That being said, it's payday, and I have put 100 into the backup little squirrel away account to hold on to the power because now what do we have here? Ain't this one a beauty? Let me see. Y'all can see. I do believe it's a her. I do believe they are a her. Because this particular species, if I'm not mistaken, males develop a very large... Okay, now why is the orientation blocked here? That's bullcrap. I can't... damn it, YouTube. Why you be this way? I want to show you this beautiful specimen without actually picking her up and bothering her in her little quest to get over there into the grass. That ain't she pretty? Just shiny, and she might be invasive. I don't know. I'm not sure because they don't give us great education or materials. Hello, Lily. What? I don't wanna. She's doing fine. She's got her little quest ahead of her. It's not like she could bite, though. Hell, why not? Just want to make sure she ain't got no eggs on her. So that's just pollen. Come on, sweetheart. There we are. Now let her adjust and acclimate to the grass and not think that I'm going to try to eat her. And she'll probably make her way either into the back of the building, up the building, or into the bushes. How's everybody doing? Sometimes. Honestly, I would like to listen to him more, but I don't catch a lot of the stuff on the radio, and I don't look up a lot of... The main, rap artist I've been listening to lately has been Dylan, and I like his stuff. It goes hard, but I understand it goes too hard for some. Yeah, they're out. I know there are some that are, invasive, and I want to kill the invasive ones, but it's like, I kind of get nervous about killing shit, And if it's not an invasive beetle, I genuinely feel kind of bad. They're just doing their thing. The only reason I go after the invasive ones is because, well, for example, the pine bark beetle, if it continues to spread in the northeast, I believe that's up towards Maine and all that area, it's going to cause wildfires like we see in California on our side of the continent too. And that wouldn't be fun. Oh, is that what I think it is? No. I need to find a new place to film. I think those were... Nope. Damn it, they moved too fast and I need my glasses. I think we got bats. I think I have, but again, that's one of those, most of the rap I listen to that I don't selectively pick specifically. I I catch it on the radio. I will try to remember Hit 'Em Up by Tupac and check it out, though. I can say that. Because I do like his work. And I have taken notice. I don't really go back and ever rewatch these on my ride. Let's see what else we got in here. Hello, Benji, Crystal, Los Tong Citosis. Did I say that correctly? Hello. I'm not going to try that again. But, yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. The topic I wanted to start with, the thing I posted in the YouTube's post, share, whatever thing, was the idea of artists. And one of my favorite things, the reason I've Dremel when I have a functioning Dremel, and I do like wooden staffs with my knife. But anything that I can teach, and forget me not, one of the creators on here had brought it up, I do plan on starting to do a sit down, put the camera in a mount of some kind, and just craft on some stuff and let y'all see how I do it. I've looked into getting an easel. That way when I do my, like the colored pictures and paintings and stuff, where I could set it up and actually let y'all see what I'm doing as I'm doing it without having to constantly pick it up, move to phone action. Also, I get amusement from watching the thumbnails because my mustache is slowly growing out, and I enjoy that. Come wintertime, y'all might see me grow the full-on captain beard, but I doubt it considering how, well, quite frankly, dystopian and corporatized America is becoming. It's starting to look like a cross between Idiocracy and Cyberpunk. There's a video I need to find on here so we could possibly watch it together once I get the laptop running properly. But it's how we can thank Ronald Reagan for Cyberpunk, and that was a fun little wormhole to go down for a bit. But easy. I've heard the artist's name. Like I said, I've heard of a lot of people, but specifically listening to, The Cog is Dead, Voltaire, Steam-Powered Giraffe. I listen to a little bit more in the punk space, but I'm up for almost any kind of music. I do, well, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I like pop. I just try not to advertise pop because to me it's the musical and artistic equivalent to potato chips. It's not bad. It's just too much of it's bad for you. Maybe start having your friends and helping them out. Like, for example, one of my friends that uses a lot of AI stuff for their art, you know who you are, I would very much appreciate taking the time to show you how to do sketching. If you want to borrow a few of my drawing books, that's how I learned that, and having people that are in my life that knew how to draw once upon a time. But I'll lend the books to you. I'll help you. AI is a destructive monster that is slowly devouring us like the Tyrannid or a lazier version of the T-1000s. It's going to kill us, y'all, but it's going to kill us in the dumbest way. It's not going to bust down your door with a robotic skeleton and you get into a gun battle with a fucking clanky machine that you can't punch or kill. No, it's just one day, before you know it probably, one day, you're going to be sitting there and you're just, that was good. I'll need to go get some more water. What do you mean there's no more water? What do you mean the only water we have little bits of already contaminated metal in it? And that's going to be how it happens, because that's how it always happens. Also, this is the time that I'd like to bring up and pour one out for Texas, because it's rough down there, y'all. There ain't no sides in Texas. Just, if you can help out in any way you can, help them out, because fuck. 108 confirmed dead. 108 confirmed dead, 168 missing, still MIA from what I've heard, and it's, y'all, it's fucking rough. I mean, I don't even have jokes for this, y'all. I tried, but better than ICE or our military, because, y'all, I don't know, I'm going to put it in the most artsy-fartsy fun way I can put it. For years, we have worked with our mother and worked against her. We've taken our fuel from her sources. We've plundered her resources. We've chopped down her forests and vast fields and contaminated what wilds we found with other things that did not belong there. like non-indigenous plants and invasive species. We got here. We did that. Our mother is pissed. And now she's trying to buck us off. Every summer, it's going to get hotter. It's going to get drier if you're in a dry area. And unfortunately, if you're in an area like me in Georgia, it's going to get hotter and wetter. And the problem with it getting hotter and wetter, once it hits 109 and it's a wet heat at 109, honey, unless you can get into an air conditioner and get into less than 109, you just die. You'll just heat exhaustion. That's what it's going to feel like. This is a call to action to everyone who's here, everyone who's ever been here, and anyone who fucking cares. It's every little thing you can do. I have used this stupid fucking Powerade bottle at least 19, 20 times now. For example, bring back... Whoa! Hello, little friend. I'm sorry. That was a cicada, and I did not crush it, thankfully. Being around cats and dogs a lot. Flip camera. Thank you. You're doing great. Being around cats and dogs means step lightly. Oh, this little fella's near the end of his life cycle anyway. The end of the once proud cicada. Hey, friend. Whoa, hello. There he goes. There he goes. He's set right. And I don't see any more ants on him. I think our little buddy's gonna be alright after all. Okay, lights off. Thankfully, I don't know why, but the little zzz, that fucks with me something fierce. Maybe it's because of my innate dislike of tasers and electrical devices like that. But don't tase me, bro. I don't like that shit. I would rather you shoot me than tase me personally. But I don't know what I was talking about before I almost stepped on our little friend. Oh yes, our mother's trying to kill us. Y'all, I'm trying to doom and gloom. I'm trying to be honest with y'all. I'm trying to talk in a way that can get heard and get, like, transfer. Anything. At this point, anything. Oh, you're just throwing starfish back into the ocean. Oh, you're just pissing on a wildfire. Yeah, if everyone pisses on the wildfire, maybe it'll make a fucking difference. It can't fucking hurt. I mean, yeah, I'm the type of person I'd bucket out water on a sinking ship. Again, maybe we're all going to die, but at least I'm going to die live stream. But, like, overall, myself included, I also do lazy shit. I should have tried to walk home yesterday, but y'all, it was 95 degrees, and just getting to where I got to, I was already starting to get those heat exhaustion headaches kicking in. And the other day would have been a fun survival quest if Liz hadn't picked me up, because I had no money. I forgot the picture frame with the picture that I was selling to one of my coworkers, so I did not have any items to sell. I get paid today, so I had no money, and I had officially a little less than half where my pinky is. I had that much water and 3 cucumbers that my lovely coworker had given me out of her garden to make it 4 miles in 95-degree, mostly exposed sun, Georgia heat. If Liz hadn't picked me up, yeah, I might have left y'all yesterday. That's my greedy reason why we need to work together, because we won't see a benefit. That's why this never fucking sells. We could stop everything we're doing right now to hurt the planet, and we would not see a benefit for ourselves at all. The planet's still going to be hot. It's still going to be muggy. It's still going to be shitty. We're going to be dealing with the fucking shit that our parents did for the rest of our lives. But if we actually all put the work in, all took a little bit, teeny weeny bit of time to just pick up a little bit of litter. I mean, I can't say melt it because that puts shit in the air, but, you know, break it down further, make it quicker, because the shit never breaks down in nature. Now I can report, we've got like 2 bacteria that actually feed on plastic. And by that, I mean, it's a mold that will grow on the plastic, breaking it down, because nature always finds a fucking way. We're just destroying the planet so fast and in such amazing... Y'all, I didn't even realize the prairies were at risk. Genuinely, I walk through grass that's like hip high, shoulder high, I mean, most of the prairies we see are just invasive green, the weird little, looks like they got black pea pods sprouting off of them, but they're just seeds. Those invasive bastards. That's basically all it is. And that doesn't shelter deer. That doesn't give habit, but just because of walking through the woods and the deep grass. These invasive species help and harbor things like poison ivy and poison oak to grow. Because with your native grass, that shit has to grow very high on top or very low below. And if it grows low below, several types of insects that love to eat that will eat it. If it grows high on top, we responsible caretakers can clip it off and get rid of it. Boom. It turns into a problem before you even know you've got a problem. But if you plant native, the land itself protects itself. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's just, again, all y'all living in big cities, I get it. I'm sorry. Y'all also have wild and neat environments around you. I mean, rooftop gardens have become practically, I'm going to use an outdated phrase and I'm probably going to use it wrong, but I like the phrase, so I'm trying to use it right. Rooftop gardens have basically become gauche. They're so norm that everyone's got one if you're allowed to have one, and that's a wonderful thing. Do that. Because I couldn't tell you what grows wild in New York or in Chicago or in Maine. Well, that's a lie. But you know what I mean? The concrete jungles. Hell, Atlanta, for example. There's tons of rooftop gardens, empty lots that are being quickly, oh, what's the term? Because, yeah, the capitalists call it eco-terrorism, but it's not. You're just being passive. Throw your scraps and, like, vegetable scraps into an empty lot. Eventually, that empty lot becomes a very hinky-doo garden. Then all you got to do is get the city to let you organize it. Boom, you got a community garden in what used to be an empty lot. Also, and again, do not be mean to do not be violent or aggressive to anyone, but be mean to tourists. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's grandma and, I just wanted to see the country before I die. Okay, be nice to grandma. Be nice to people that are actually respecting your culture and want to visit. But if it's one of these, hey, y'all, I'm out here and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, be mean to them. Shame them. They need shaming. Public shaming should come back. Do little town. But I'm not just going to, hey, y'all, this is a library. Walk in there and get up in people's business and shit. And, hey, these are the bookshelves. Look at this shit. Hey, look at that shit. And be loud as fuck because that's rude. I try not to get carried away out here in the early mornings because, you know, every 6 to 8 months or when their area gets bad weather or when they want to get away to the country, then they come and they live in there. Until then, it's just a vacant place for rats and owls and foxes and raccoons and, oh, all the parasitic bugs, y'all. That's the thing that people don't realize when they leave. Well, maybe they do because since they don't live in their own rental properties, they don't care. You want to know why Atlanta and particularly Cobb is having a real bad bed bug problem right now? Here's a simple reason. Apartments and hotels and motels and all that, they hardly ever clean them properly. And given time, animals do form whole-ass colonies. So when you've got the Red Roof and the Marriott and the Hilton and the whatever and the Circle 8 and they're all right there on the same block, all sharing the same ecosystem, yeah, I'm not surprised bed bugs are becoming an issue. Add to it that more and more people aren't going to fun exotic lands for a quick excursion, but they're basically, hey, can you watch the kids for a fucking weekend? Ooh, local cat. Local cat or local raccoon? Give me a second. I think my camera sucks. Do you see the little feller? Sad face. They're doing all right. Like I said, our neighborhood recently got a whole crop of cats we've been trying to take care of and slowly get into the vet. Like I said, y'all, it's all about the ecosystem, and I get tired of people pretending like we're the top of the top, best of the best, greatest ever, and this is what we leave our children. This is what we leave the world. Why don't the kids want to go outside and play? Why don't none of these lazy bastards go outside like we did? Why ain't they playing outside? What have you given them to play on? But we should be doing better, much better. And when it comes to like laying out shit, maybe we could do away with asphalt. You know what I've experienced here in the South and what I've experienced with people building shit here in the South? Asphalt just gets super fucking hot. I lost a pair of work shoes walking home because the glue and the sole melted out of them on just the hot Georgia asphalt, you know? It's like, I don't know shit about it, but trying to talk a little bit about what I don't know. Maybe concrete, maybe. We could have dirt roads, y'all, just nobody could drive over 60 miles an hour. That's the thing. Alabama, for a long time, the Alabama right next door to me in Georgia, the one that I could go to for the weekend back when Americans made enough money to travel state to state. But over there, a lot of that's dirt and gravel road. You want to know why? At least until they had to update it. But you want to know why? Because it's clean, it's efficient, it's not going to last forever, and you have to constantly employ people to keep it up. And that's a feature, not a bug. You are employing 10, 20 Americans at a time for the rest of their lives and their children's lives, or whoever wants to take up that mantle when the dude that's slinging the asphalt, or not asphalt, gravel and mush, gets tired of doing it. You're employing people. You want the whole capitalist bootstrap society. There. It's right there. You can't do it with AI and robots. You can't do it, but at least with humans, you've got each other. We've got each other. And we can do things, you know? With AIs and chatbots and all that, you got sycophancy machines that will never disagree with you. And maybe that's the difference, y'all. I've been the product of years of getting taught down to abuse and bullshit like that. So when I come up on something and it's just all lollipops and sunbeams and happiness, I'm immediately, okay, what the fuck are you about to do, motherfucker? I immediately react to the harshness because I've learned that happiness, sweetheart things, and cuddles are danger signs. Warning, warning, Earl Robinson. I think I figured out how to prevent that weird little seizure-inducing flash. If I just flip the camera when I walk back around the lights, it should prevent that, I think. But yeah. One more. Like I said, working the bugs out. Eventually, this will be a streamlined program. Communities is the thing to do. And when it comes to rebellion, I'm not saying be violent. I'm saying be rude. Right now, America is a fucking powder keg. I'm not saying light the match. I'm saying let's keep the fucking pressure on until we get back to 2025. Because again, I heard it said, and I couldn't agree more. Everybody keeps saying, oh, we're fighting for 2020 against the regime trying to drag us back to the 1980s. Honey, they already dragged us back to before Roe v. Wade. They've already dragged us back before that. Several leftist creators covered in depth Project 2025. Because, hint, hint, that's exactly the plays they're running right now. Oh my God, so many fires. We can't put out all the fires. How's that happening? Riverboat Jack Reddit. There's about a 14-hour stream if you got that attention span that more or less breaks down every single part of Project 2025. Right now, they're about at chapter 3. So I'm just saying, we can fight it, but we ain't. That's not going to solve shit. That's just going to get you and your fellows taken out. What it's going to take is us all working together. One, that ICE doesn't like being called Nazis. They don't like being called Gestapo or fascist or, filthy terrorist pigs. They don't like to be called. They think it's mean, y'all. The people hurting immigrants and beating grandmas and separating children and putting them into coal mines and other horrible situations for the sake of our country growing, of course, keep America great. But yeah, they don't like being called mean names. So as a fellow American, I'm here to say, y'all, turn up the heat. Fuck them pigs. Fuck them motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Bitch, take your fucking mask off then. That's not a COVID stab, y'all. If you're sick, wear a mask. And all these motherfuckers be some sick pigs. But, nah, piggy, take your mask off. Let me see the face God gave you so we can see who the fuck to blame later. My biggest problem with you ICE cunts is that you're going to get to take off that uniform one day, and many of you are going to feel a great deal of shame for the things you have done, for the horrible acts you have committed and allowed to be committed on your watch. And my problem with that is, I'm out here with my face exposed. You want to see my ugly mug? It's right the fuck there. I'm not scared. I'm saying the shit I say to the good people of America and the world on YouTube with my face and my personality right there. The name, Travis Croy, Hiking Hound Artist Ground. That's me, motherfucker. On here going, Viva la Revolution. This is how you make a Molotov. This is how you make a... This is why I'm not on here doing that, because this is me. And I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially not for just a cause they don't fully understand. But again, if ICE wants us to stop calling them mean names, couple tips. One, you're getting paid better than the FBI. Do a better job. Quit taking away our grandmas. Quit taking away our dish pit workers. Quit taking away our farm workers. And instead, go after those gangsters you kept claiming you were going to go after. Where them at? Because I haven't seen a single fucking Tren de Aragua member get arrested. I mean, they arrested that one innocent fucking father and put MS-13 on his knuckles in fucking MS Paint. And our dipshit president, like a drooling dipshit, went, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's good, George. That's a tattoo, George. And again, his sycophant idiots just were lapping that bullshit up like sycophantic idiots do. Hell, we still, right over there, I'll call a name and shame, right over there, one house over. Don't fucking go violent, but dipshit old man has a fucking Trump flag still flying proud. Why? Because he's a racist. Again, Alan and my fellow people that are just, well, I'm not going to worry about it till it happens to me. Okay, fine. It is that fucking simple and that easy to be a good person, y'all. I'm not saying grab your gear, grab your gun, and let's take our country back. I'm saying stand 10 toes down, and when someone, well, how do you feel about July 4th? I feel like, why the fuck are you motherfuckers proud of any goddamn thing this shit heap country's doing? I feel like everything we have ever done and stood for has been repealed and knocked back in the past few months, and to celebrate in any way, shape, or form shows that we are inherently broken and diseased, like at the bone level of disease. And we really need to reassess ourselves both on an educational level of fundamentally celebrating Native American Peoples Day. Because those are days that are fought and earned for, and the people that were fighting those battles weren't fighting the battle to own other people. They were fighting the battle to win freedom for them and their own. I say look into your local unions, because everyone that says, well, thank Henry Ford for your days off, hasn't looked into the history. Henry Ford was one of the only Americans mentioned in Mein Kampf. Henry Ford, and get uncomfortable with American history. Because again, we've been spoon-fed, sugar-coated lies our entire life. And I'm not saying grab Molotovs, grab guns, be violent, because that's just going to get you put in a box. The American government owns the monopoly on violence. And apparently the only people they're letting go free from violence are pedophiles and child traffickers and drug traffickers. Because again, Diddy got off, y'all. He's going to prison, but what happened to all the people that got Diddy to do what Diddy done? And then, of course, you know, Epstein. Let's have a little chat. Y'all, they were all up on it. The Trump whole ass campaign was about releasing Kennedy's files, releasing Epstein's files, and releasing... But either way, it's, yeah, we've gotten Kennedy's, sorta. We got some more files on King. FBI did it, guaranteed. Now, wow, wow, is anyone shocked the U.S. government killed a radical black man who was speaking about freedom and peace? And harder to stop this bullshit. Because again, they've already got their plan laid out. They ain't even slowed the fucking roll yet. Democrats been rolling over backwards doing somersaults and stupid shit. Hell, read Project 2025. Go on, if you can't fucking read it, go watch some of the lefties cover it. They read it. They read it to you like elementary school. And some of y'all still, I shared that video so many fucking Project 2025 that we're about on chapter 3 of about 15 chapters. And by the end of the chapters, hate to break it to you, the ending of the story, black folks are back on the plantation. Us dumb white folks are super dumb because most of us are going to be educated by the Bible. And education is completely defunded. The billionaire class is now completely protected. None of it. But so many of you dipshits are hearing, but they're going to bring my taxes down. Are they? Are they? Or are you getting a year's tax break and then you're never going to, see the end of those taxes? I want some fucking easy shit, I want our biggest concerns to be where are we going to have the feast and where are we going to separate from the orgies at? I want paradise on earth for all mankind. Why are so many people obsessed with war and the end of times? The end is just the beginning. Let the old system die so we can build something good from the bones of it. But let's try to all survive it, and this particular hulking system is going to bring us all down when it comes down. Just food for thought. Like I said, I'm on my back through. Let's do a little poll in the doobly-doo, because I'm genuinely curious, making bets. My notoriously flaky comrade, Alan. Let me put you there for a second. Look into the amazement that is the darkness of the South. I'd say yell out if you see a serial killer, but what's up? I'm happy to see you back. This is what I made for Miss Cat. It is almost completely upcycled material. The rhinestones are the only part that are basically not upcycled, but they're also rhinestones and plastic gotta be used for something. But it's basically, there we go, flip, light, getting better at that. But yeah, I've got a little short on making it, and I've got others. The frame is just a box that I believe our printer came in. Broken down, set up, because it's about $5 worth of material. That's the other thing, a shower curtain. It'll hang like this, and I'll get you a better picture later. At the same time, I think things like art, certain skills like carpentry, which I know nothing of, I wish I did, but certain skills, they should be passed on and people should teach them because everyone should know them. It's like cleanliness. I didn't realize until yesterday. I haven't been using a laundry sanitizer, basically an alcohol, a vinegar, a something to kill the germs. So yeah, I smell pleasant and my clothes are clean. I use hot water, but it's like, ew, I didn't know that. I didn't want to know that. Ew. Exactly. But the thing about the internet is it can teach you stuff. I think we really should I don't know. I can't brigade or I don't want a brigade or anything. But it's like 5-minute crafts is funny. It should not be inspirational. You know what I mean? There's a ton of artists out there, and I use that giant air quotes on that one, that are just not really doing art. They're doing, hey, watch me unpack all my art supplies. Hey, watch me. And don't get me wrong, if that's your thing, I'm not like yucking your yum. I'm just saying that's pure capitalism is all that is. That's be jealous of the bullshit. Whereas with mine, I'll tell you the tools I'm using, especially if you ask. But ideally, my end goal is going to be completely self-sufficient tooling. Or basically, if I get one from the store and it's got a hole in it already, take it, cut it down, and turn it into what I'm told is called plarn or plastic yarn. And I can use that to upcycle this garbage that would otherwise just take up room in a landfill. And I can instead make like baskets for gathering, baskets and bags, bullshit like that. That'll eventually, yes, it'll break down. But as it breaks down, it'll break down further and further and further, and I can eventually get like a little gray site where it's just all the discarded plastics, but that's it. Stop making new plastic until we've used up all the plastic we've got. I keep seeing it, and I'm very intimidated by it. If I had a friend who knew how to do it, I would totally get into it, but it's sort of like the electrical grid thing, because I've seen a lot of really creative people running the perpetual energy devices. He got into that nonsense. The hardest part about making one of those? Hiding where you put the battery pack. So what I looked into was, so where are they putting those battery packs? And the battery packs are what fascinate me, but electricity scares me. And my check finally hit the bank, officially. I'll give it a try as soon as I can. Right now, my are getting a staircase built between my Dollar General and the little neighborhood here, because I know at least 2 people that have fallen, and I feel bad for them. Because otherwise, you gotta walk like almost an extra 50 feet to go around to the edge where it's somewhat safe. But then you're walking like I walk into traffic, so it's like, eh. I want to put a staircase in there, but I'm not confident in my carpentry, and that's one of the things. Also, wood is as expensive as freaking gold right now. So I'm waiting to get enough pallets in a place that I can like break them down, connect them together, and make the wood from the wood. But I mean, I'll definitely look into the hydroponics just because I've got a ton of tomato seeds. I got a few cucumber seeds. I've got several pepper. Eat and take what you will. If you want to leave a donation, kick ass. If you don't, fuck it. Eat. I'm very big on the, y'all, food and shelter. In 2025, this far after us developing agriculture, food and shelter should be basic shit. We should have that down in the pat. Nobody should ever be malnourished or not have a roof. Period. I mean, period. But I do not have all those skills. So, it's up to us. We got to do what we can together. And yeah, I know with the society, all that, there are going to be people that just float through it like that. It's called shaming. I'm not saying like be mean and all that. I'm saying like just literally like what I do with Alan. I'm not being mean. I'm being a little bit catty about it, but it's, hey, bud, we got a hard run coming tomorrow. You going to be here? I know you like to hang out and lay out when we have a hard run coming. You showing up? Come on, show up, bud. At the end of the day, I'm also going to hand you food, hand you a bottle of water. Be nice in a way that I can be nice, but I'm also not going to be a pushover because, well, I've been pushed over a lot. And I believe that'd be my ride. So y'all be good, stay hydrated. Remember, we are the change we want to see in the world. Be the change. Be good. I hope I survive the day. Bye, y'all. End stream. End of the stream. Liz deserves her privacy.